Hi, this is John Hawkins Jr. with Gateway Counseling Center. This is our Tuesday night Facebook Live where I'm coming to you from my office with no tripod. It's locked in another office, so I'm improvising here tonight. We do this Tuesday Night Live every week at 8:15 where I answer any questions that come in throughout the week, where you can reach me at jonh@gatewaycounseling.com. We also you can ask questions live here on the live on Tuesdays. Hi, Lena, how are you? From anything throughout the week, and there's a lot of stuff going on this week I want to get to and talk about tonight. Like if I have clients ask me questions throughout the week, hey, can you talk about this? A friend of mine wanted to ask this question, things like that. So I'm a trauma, addiction, and relationship expert, and I also do peak performance coaching. We here at Gateway Counseling Center do individual, couple, family therapy for mental health, relationship issues, all emotional issues, spiritual issues. And again, I do peak performance coaching for entrepreneurs, worked with different pro athletes, particularly a lot of golfers in our South Florida area on, increasing their performance. We have a mission to help as many people as we can in every way we can. So that's one of the reasons we do this on Tuesday nights. And you can also follow us during the week at Gateway Counseling Center on YouTube, Gateway Center on Instagram, and we have the Mind Zone group on Facebook where you can interact with other clients or members, people of the group that, have questions or want to support each other. Now's a good time to really kind of be supportive of each other. So tonight, given the climate that we're in right now with the coronavirus and all that stuff, I'm sure everybody at some point is getting sick of hearing about it ad nauseum. I would say it's been pretty good with my clients throughout the week. Nobody has canceled sessions due to the virus. People have different work schedules that are changing, like kids home from school, schools closed, things like that. But people have been super supportive. I know groups I'm in or my page on LinkedIn, people have been really supportive and encouraging of each other if any way we could help you. One of the things I've talked to all my clients is just things do progress and, people are getting more locked in their homes, things like that, that we're still always accessible. We do online counseling, FaceTime, Zoom, Skype, whatever platform is best, for whatever you use. So you can always reach that. If you want to hit me up on LinkedIn at John Hawkins Jr. too, you can DM me there if you have any questions or just need some guidance or support throughout the week. So tonight I want to talk to you about fear. So I want to talk about the difference between healthy fear and unhealthy fear. So sometimes people think fear is a bad thing, like, I just want to overcome fear, but it's adaptive too. Like all of our emotions have adaptive purposes to them for survival reasons or getting needs met. So fear orients us towards a threat. So if I have a pit bull running at me, or I'm in some kind of danger, my car is careening off the road, or my checking account is going to overdraft, it alerts me to the threat and then gives me the energy to take action and do something about that threat. So in relation to, what a lot of everybody's going through right now with the virus and everything, so it orients us to there is a threat out there to some degree to take action, take responsible action. But then fear becomes, unhealthy when it goes beyond, I've taken those actions, I've taken those precautions, I've been responsible, but now I just get stuck in this chronic worry, anxiety loop about what could happen. And so then one of the reasons that really keeps you stuck is with that healthy fear, it gives me the energy, I take action, the energy gets discharged, I don't feel the fear anymore, threat has been addressed. When you have this worry, it's about what may go happen, so I can't address the threat and I can't release the energy and get the relief that would come from taking action with healthy fear. So I stay in what's called a cortisol loop. So when you have fear, when you have anxiety, you get this adrenaline and cortisol release. It's a stress hormone. And the irony is it actually lowers your immune system. And so a lot of chronic illnesses are a result of people being in that cortisol loop. So if you worry about getting the coronavirus, you're actually making yourself more susceptible because you're lowering your immune system. Now, some of you will probably worry about the fact that I'm worrying. You get, reminds me of those double Ferris wheels when I was a kid. So you get worry and then worry about the worry. So again, and then this is where having connection with others is so important, spirituality, all these kind of things where you can stay present in the moment Am I being responsible? Am I taking action? Then I don't want to sit around and just worry about something that I don't have control over. And so that's why it's really important to connect. I know we're talking about social distancing, but you can still stay connected in all kinds of ways. Like I said, I was on my LinkedIn group today, and so a lot of people are making comments on my feed, and everybody's being super supportive, trying to help each other. I know people are taking an economic impact, a lot of hit. How could we do our business online? How could, we get creative, do different things like that? And people are offering suggestions. So all this stuff is really huge and important because, it takes away some of that isolation, and nothing will calm worry in your system down, that fight or flight response, like being securely connected to others. So that's hugely important. So even though there's this, social distancing thing, stay connected to people in every way you can. And like from my experience, I know some people are going crazy grabbing all the hand sanitizer and toilet paper, but I think I've experienced too more positive people, more encouragement than some of the people getting panicked in fear. They're not going to shut down grocery stores. Their food will keep flowing. It's not like a hurricane like we've been through here in South Florida where the store may shut down due to power responses. Even in the countries that have had complete shutdowns, you can go to the grocery store, the pharmacy, things like that. It's going to be... So then again, some of you are more prone to that. I've had people, put out an offer on my different social media platforms. If anyone wants to DM me, wants advice, feedback, feel free. If you want to, schedule an online session because you're, kind of stuck at home in fear and you don't know how to get all that worry and phobia. So, like I said, we're a resource for you in any way you can. There are, in your question there, Elena, I know some local, we have a big recovery community down here in South Florida. So some of the AA meetings I know got canceled. I was talking to a few of my clients today, but I know some people are doing AA Zoom meetings, some different things like that. So just, you can go out there and Google or do searches and stuff like that. I mean, you can, you want to email me too at johnh@Gateway Counseling. I'll look those up and talk to some of the clients I talked to today and see if I can get the links or the times for some of the 12-step online meetings. So I hope that's helpful to you, realizing that there's healthy fear and there's unhealthy fear. Healthy fear leads to something you can take action on, and then that fear gets released. And unhealthy fear is where you worry about what could happen, but there's not a direct threat to take action on. So then you just stay in this loop. And it gives us like kind of a, you think, well, why do we do that to ourselves? So it gives us kind of a false sense of doing something or control. You almost feel irresponsible if I'm not worrying, and realizing like, have I taken action? Have I been responsible, addressed what I can? Then it's counterproductive to keep worrying. Staying connected to others is the key to getting out of that loop. So they said connect, support others in every way you can. I see a lot of that going on, so that's great. You can hit me up again. Any questions from now to next Tuesday on johnh@gatewaycounseling.com. Ask me questions tonight like some of you have. And, like I said, we want to be a resource for you. If you feel like any of this was helpful, forward it on, share it with anybody that you feel could benefit from it. And again, you can contact us if you want to do, an online session, if you're kind of stuck home and a lot of that worry, we want to help you break out of that. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great week. Be safe. And next Tuesday night, 8:15, we will be here. Hopefully I get my tripod back. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great week.